Hey John, since it's 12:36 in the morning, I feel like I should make a video. So the reason I'm making a video at 12:36 in the morning is because I just got done watching a few videos myself. And because I haven't posted in almost 2 weeks now, and I feel really bad about that. Before I forget, your challenge for the week is to come up with a punishment for me, and I'm going to come up with a punishment for you, and I'll put it in my Tuesday video. That way I'm not off on days, but I'm just going to put this up because, quite frankly, I want to put this up. I really want to talk about religion again, and I'm sorry I'm going to bring this up again, but I got into a really big fight about it at school, and I just watched a few videos on it, and the things I want to say are things I've come to realize over these past few months since I made, or a few weeks since I made that faith video, and kind of just me struggling with myself in just me being a person. I think it was ignorant for me to say that I don't believe in Jesus. I honestly think he was the most influential person in human history, in religious history, in any form of history. I think that he's the most influential person. I think the Bible is the most influential book. I think the interpretation of Jesus' works were false. I think that he just wanted to make us all better people. And that's honestly what I believe. I believe that there is a higher power, so to say. Not necessarily a God, but a higher power than us, obviously, that doesn't necessarily control us. It just gives us A and B, and we have to get there. And their intent, its intent, this higher power, is for us to become better people in our mind. That to make rules and govern ourselves and evolve as it or they have. Honestly, he had the biggest reform in all human history and the biggest grassroots movement in all human history, and brought up a whole new religion and destroyed basically a whole government system, being the Roman government. Was the most influential and powerful person that ever lived. And there's no way we can ever top that unless we do something bigger than that. What I'm trying to say tonight is that I've come to terms with what the world is. At least right now. As I'm sure it will change. Jesus was real. As a person, I think he reformed all of the churches. I think that his God was wrong, that the Judeo-Christian God as we see it now is completely false. I think that the way that Christians interpret the Bible right now is completely false. I think they are words that we should interpret ourselves, but not to the point of hate. I think we should interpret the words in the best way, in the way of love, in the way of caring, in the ways of becoming better people. By not hating because someone loves someone else, by not hating someone because of their race, their skin tone, how we perceive them. I think that the intent of Jesus was to show that that higher power out there wants us to feel love. I think he's one of the most intellectual people. I'm not going to follow his words. I'm not going to read the Bible because the Bible was put together by others who interpreted his words wrong. What I take from Jesus and the Bible and all of this is that ignorance runs deep in human history. That I am a firm believer in love of people, of a person. I'm a strong believer in monogamy. I am a strong believer in the universe, obviously, the multiverse, all of existence, all non-existence, ghosts, non-ghosts, what we are, that we all have a soul, and that it will go on to either the spirit plane, whatever you want to call it, the mindset of the world, will go on to this higher power, and that what we have here is not the end. But at the same time, we don't have to prove ourselves to this higher power, that we don't have to prove ourselves to anything except ourselves. Once we all realize that we only have to prove ourselves to ourselves, then we will truly know who we are. And then if we can love one another without anything holding us back, then we have already proven ourselves. Like I said, your challenge is to find a punishment for me. And to explain what you really believe in. The basis of what you believe in. I believe in love.